to my channel. My first ever episode 1. Oh no, I am so excited. I am so excited. My name is Nothando Kababo Mhlanga, hence my journey with Kaba from Kababo. Many of my people know me as Kababo, others Kaba, others KB, but hey, we derived the Kaba from Kababo, just so you're clear. Anyway, my first episode, like I already said, and in my introduction, for those who might have seen it, I did mention that this platform or channel is just mainly for women to support each other, to actually learn from each other's life journeys, and just to keep a formidable force as the women front. So yeah, I hope that's what we're going to be getting from this channel. And I will be requesting for participation from different people coming to speak to us about different parts of a woman, different experiences, different walks. So yeah, basically that's what it's about. So today I am going to be talking about my journey, where I come from, where I am, where I want to go, what I've learned from where I've been, just this and that. It may not be holistic, but yeah, it's just the foundation. I'm just laying the foundation for other topics that we'll be touching on going forward. So yeah, like I've already introduced myself, my name is Nothando Kababo Mhlanga. I am a mother of 3 beautiful boys. I'm a firstborn of 2 parents that are married. I was raised initially by my grandparents. That time my parents were still in varsity. So I stayed with my grandparents until around 11. Yeah, I think that's when I started staying with my parents. Because now it's on, jobs are popping, life is just starting. So that's when I started staying with my parents. It was quite a big jump for me because you know how we just tend to do as we please, sort of. So now I am here, I'm the firstborn, I have to be responsible. My parents are like, yo, you need to, so suddenly life changed. But it was a nice change, because I had always wanted to stay with my parents. So I got that opportunity finally. And went through primary, high school, time for varsity came, and I've always loved media. That's been my first love forever. So obviously my first option would have been journalism. It was journalism actually. So we have a conversation with my dad. So what are you going to do? What do you intend on studying? Because it's a norm, like in our society. You'll go through school, go to varsity. There's never a discussion really of what is it that you want to do. It's always, okay, you're done with high school, on to university, what are you going to be doing? That's just a conversation line. It's never open to say, hey, So yeah, we had that conversation. I wanted to do journalism, and no, it was not cutting it. Which brings me to today's topic, really, because I feel like my main messaging for today is whatever was meant for you will always find its way to you. Hey? So yeah, journalism, no, it's not happening. Second option, I wanted to do marketing. Said, no, marketing or HR. That was the choice between the two. It's like, no, you can't do those. Yeah, our parents, guys. Anyway, third option, tourism management. Okay. You'd rather do tourism management? I was like, okay, cool. So I went to start doing my tourism management. For some reason, I never got to finish it. I was left with just one module, but anyway. So now, I am still in love with my media. That's just me, And fast forward to a few years later when life has been happening somehow. I got married at some point, and I was married for six years, yeah. And then that episode of my life was also shut. A chapter of my life was also shut. So here I am now. I remember a time whilst I was still married, I used to do a lot of hustles, like businesses here and there. But I still knew deep down that, if there's something I want to do, it's to do media. radio in particular. That's been my first love. So I remember having a conversation with my then husband, and I was like, I really want to someday go back to my first love, which is radio. He's like, it's going to happen. Just trust God. He's a man of God, so his line of thinking and talking is always trust God, whatnot, and which is good because I'm also a very spiritual person. I believe in God and his authority over our lives. So he's like, just trust God. One day it's gonna happen, and you may find that you won't even have to go looking for it. It will come find you. I was like, okay. I kid you not. 2 days after that, just 2. I had this habit of falling asleep on the couch before I went to bed. Like, it was just my habit. I used to do that all the time. So I remember I was sleeping on the couch, and it was late. It was around past 10 to 11 in the night. I got a call, which was really strange. I got a call. Hi, Kabago. Hi. It was a girl I knew, a friend of mine actually. She's like, hi, Kabago. Hi. I may actually have a job for you. I'm like, oh, great. What kind of job? She's like, I don't know, but it just involves talking. I was like, talking? I can do that any day. So again, I was like, deets? She's like, no, I don't really have details. They'll give you a call tomorrow, because what happened was her mom was the one working in this thing, and they were looking for someone who was going to be the host of the program. And then thank God they thought about me. And guess what it was? They were looking for someone to host MTN Educate Radio, for those who might know it. It's an MTN initiative, Eswatini, where they are supporting learners through education and radio. So they needed someone to host that. So I'm like, okay, cool. I get the call the next day, as they had said. I get the call. It's a number I don't know. When I checked my phone, this number had been calling twice already since early in the morning, and somehow I just kept missing that call. But eventually when they called, hi, and then this lady's like, oh, you're so hard to find. I was like, oh, sorry, I kept missing your call. She's like, oh, so hey, Sissy, like, are you available for the job? I'm like, what job is it? Like, because I've not been given any background at this point. All I know is there's a job that I need to do. It's like, oh, okay, we are teaching maths and science. I was like, okay. My mind just went off. I was like, it's not going to happen for maths. It's not going to happen. But anyways, like, in fact, what time can you be in Baban? That was around 11 a.m. I was like, it's 11 now. I could be there latest by 1. She's like, okay, cool. I get there, I'm thinking I'm coming for a briefing. I get there, she's like, okay, let's do a little briefing so that we start recording at 2. I'm like, okay, recording. What are we recording? So we were at the ABIS, which is our radio broadcasting station in Eswatini. So she's like, oh yeah, we have teachers who are teaching this, so we want you to be the mediator, like just be a host of the show and whatnot. I was like, okay, cool. I went, did the first take, and everything was history. And the way it happened, I was just like, wow, guys. Indeed, whatever is meant for you will always find its way to you. And then for me, it got me thinking, as I was just preparing for this show, to say, as parents, I know some of us are single parents, but we just all have an obligation to support our young ones, to ensure they follow their hearts, they follow their passion, and because at the end of the day, you want to live a happy life. You don't want to be in your 60s and you're looking back and regretting every choice and decision you have made because you just allowed yourself to follow norms that were not really serving you, I think it's also important to know who you are, because in knowing who you are, you will always define your journey. You will always define your path, because when you know who you are, you will always want to stick with that person. If I had, I don't know if it would have worked, but you know how sometimes as parents, we just become authoritarian. But like, if I had stood up for what I believed in then, with that conversation with my dad, I probably would have told a different story. But nothing's lost. I believe in this life journey, we always have chances, we always have opportunities, and as we go along and we keep discovering who we are, keep aligning to what we've always wanted, the universe will always respond, I believe. So yeah, this is part one of my journey, and like I said, I will be having different guests coming in to speak about different things in their lives, different parts of their journeys. And yeah, let's engage. Let's keep engaging and communicating further. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share the video. Thank you so much. Bye.